You have a masterpiece in your mind, a secret project, a physical transformation, a pivot that could change your life forever. You feel that electric rush of potential. So, you do what every normal person does. You tell your best friend, you tell your partner, you post a hint on social media to feel that hit of social approval. In that moment, your project died. You haven't started the work yet, but your brain has already cashed the check. You've just committed psychological suicide. This is law number 2 of the imperial mind, the law of the silent foundation. In the archives of Noctis Mentis, we know that power leaked is power lost. Most never realize their foundation collapsed the moment they spoke. There is a common lie circulating in the modern world, the lie of accountability. The gurus tell you that if you tell people your goals, they will hold you to them. This is not just wrong. It is biologically catastrophic. The silent foundation begins with a structural error most never detect. Identity substitution. When you announce your intentions, and those intentions are acknowledged, your brain undergoes a process called social reality. Because you received a "good for you" or a "that's amazing," your brain released a massive hit of dopamine. The exact same dopamine it would have released had you actually completed the task. You have tricked your biology. You get the winner's high without the winner's work. As Niccolò Machiavelli observed, the vulgar are always taken by appearances and by the outcome of the event. By talking, you have already created the appearance of the event in your mind. The tension, the raw, uncomfortable hunger that was supposed to drive you through the long nights is gone. You have satisfied the itch by speaking. When you speak of your goals, you are feeding the predator in your mind a fake meal. You become soft, you become satisfied, and a satisfied mind never builds an empire. You've realized why you always lose motivation exactly 72 hours after telling someone your big plan. You already spent the reward money in your head. The imperial mind never operates in a total vacuum. If you are completely silent, you become a mystery. If you are a mystery, you become a target. People are naturally suspicious of those who have nothing to say. They will dig, they will pry. To build a truly silent foundation, you must master the decoy narrative. This is the art of being loudly mediocre. While you are building your true empire in the dark, you give the world a loud hobby to focus on. You talk incessantly about your new gym routine. You post about your sourdough bread. You give the social fillers in your life exactly what they want. The illusion of access. As Balthazar Gracian wrote, "Always keep something in reserve. Do not display your talents all at once." Humans are biologically programmed to categorize you. If you give them a decoy, they will feel satisfied. They put you in a box labeled gardener or gym rat. Once they have labeled you, they stop looking at you. And once they stop looking, you are finally free to build. If you want to build a hut, you can do it in a day. Everyone can see it. It is simple, it is immediate, and it is unimpressive. But if you want to build a cathedral, you must spend years digging a hole so deep it looks like a grave. In architectural engineering, the taller the building, the deeper the foundation must be. For months, or even years, the progress of a skyscraper is downward. To the casual observer, Nothing is happening. They see dirt. They see a hole. The silent foundation is this period of downward progress. The moment the foundation becomes visible, it stops being a foundation. This is the most dangerous phase of your life. This is where your ego will scream at you. It will tell you that if no one knows you're working, you aren't actually working. You must resist. You must embrace the vow of invisibility. When you eventually emerge with a finished product, the shock of your sudden transformation creates a myth. Because no one saw the muddy hole. They assume you have natural talent. They assume you have divine luck. By staying silent during the foundation, you aren't just building a project. You are building a reputation as a ghost. There is a vital distinction in the imperial mind. The difference between privacy and secrecy. Privacy is a defensive wall. Secrecy is a strategic weapon. If your empire requires collaborators, you must create a circle of ash. Inside this circle, information is oxygen. Outside this circle, information is poison. Every person in your circle must be vetted, not just for their skill, but for their internal citadel. If a partner leaks the progress of your project at a dinner party, just to feel important for 15 minutes, they have cracked the foundation. In the Noctis Mentis world, a leaker is not a friend who made a mistake. They are a structural weakness. They must be removed immediately. Why ash? Because once the information leaves the circle, it should be as useless as ash in the wind. You must compartmentalize. Give people only what they need to know to perform their specific task. As Sun Tzu noted, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Why do the people who love you so often kill your dreams? It is rarely out of malice. It is because of the mirror effect. When you stand up and say, I am going to become something more, you are holding up a mirror to the people around you. You are reminding them of their own stagnation. Subconsciously, they do not want you to fail because they hate you. They want you to stay the same so they can feel comfortable with themselves. They will give you realistic advice. They will subtly plant seeds of doubt. These are not questions. They are psychological anchors. The silent foundation protects you from the crabs in the bucket. By the time they realize you've changed, you're already gone. You've bypassed their ability to sabotage you because you didn't give them a chance to witness the struggle. You only gave them the result. The work is a sacred conversation between you and your potential. The world has no business being part of that conversation until the work is finished. Look at your life right now. What is the one thing you've been talking about for months, but haven't actually started? That is your leak. Starting tonight, that topic is dead. If someone asks how that project is going, give them a decoy. Tell them it was too much work, or you lost interest. Watch the subtle look of relief on their faces when they think you've returned to the herd. In the dark, the work continues. You now have the walls of the citadel and the silence of the foundation. Next, we move to Law 3, the law of selective absence. Because once your foundation is built, you must learn how to disappear in order to become a legend. This is Noctis Mentis. The foundation is now silent. Law 3 will be released when the archive advances.